Did you know that a failing starter solenoid is one of the most common reasons your car won't start? And yet, it's often mistaken for a dead battery or bad starter motor? In this video, we'll dive deep into 9 symptoms of a bad starter solenoid, how to tell if it's failing, and what you can do about it before you're stuck with a car that won't crank. Stay with us until the end, because we'll share a simple DIY test that can help you confirm if the solenoid is the real problem, or if something else is stealing your ignition spark. What is a starter solenoid? Let's break it down quickly. The starter solenoid is a small electrical device mounted either directly on the starter motor or nearby in the engine bay. When you turn the key or press the push start button, the solenoid acts like a powerful switch, drawing current from the battery and sending it to the starter motor. At the same time, it pushes a small gear on the starter to engage with the engine's flywheel, allowing your engine to crank and start. If the solenoid goes bad, this crucial connection fails, leaving you with either silence or weird noises from the engine bay. Now let's explore the top symptoms of a failing starter solenoid so you don't get caught off guard. Symptom 1, clicking noise, but no crank. You hop in the car, turn the key, or press the push to start button, and all you hear is a click. Sometimes just one, other times several rapid clicks. But the engine doesn't turn over. This clicking sound is a clear sign that the starter solenoid is attempting to do its job, but failing. It's receiving a signal from the ignition switch and activating its internal coil, but the contacts inside the solenoid aren't transferring the power to the starter motor. There are 2 likely causes here. 1, the solenoid contacts could be worn out, or the internal plunger might be stuck. Either way, it's failing to complete the high amperage circuit that delivers power from the battery to the starter motor. So while the solenoid clicks, the motor never engages. If you've confirmed the battery is strong, the terminals are clean, and your fuses are intact, that clicking noise is your clue that the solenoid is struggling to carry out the final step in the starting process. Symptom 2, no noise at all when turning the key. This one's a head scratcher. You turn the key or push the start button, and absolutely nothing happens. No cranking, no clicking, just silence. This usually points to a completely failed solenoid. When the internal coil or wiring burns out, the solenoid doesn't even attempt to activate. It can't move the plunger, can't close the contacts, and as a result, no signal reaches the starter motor. This symptom can sometimes be confused with a dead battery, but here's how to tell the difference. If your interior lights, dash, and radio come on, but your engine doesn't respond, the battery likely isn't the issue. Instead, suspect the solenoid, especially if you've already ruled out a blown fuse or ignition switch problem. In most cases, a no-sound scenario indicates internal electrical failure in the solenoid, whether it's burned windings, stuck contacts, or a total short. Symptom 3, intermittent starting issues. Your car starts fine some mornings, but refuses to crank on others. No pattern, no warning. It's like playing a frustrating game of chance. This random behavior is a classic sign of intermittent starter solenoid failure. Over time, the internal contact points inside the solenoid become pitted or corroded. Sometimes they make proper contact, and other times they don't. Moisture, debris, or vibrations can also cause temporary disruptions in connectivity. The inconsistency can be so misleading that many drivers waste money replacing the battery or starter motor, only to find the problem persists. If your car occasionally needs multiple tries to start, or seems to magically fix itself, your solenoid may be hanging by a thread. Eventually, this symptom progresses to total failure, so don't ignore it. It's your warning sign. Symptom 4, slow cranking. Turn the key and the engine cranks. but it's slow, weak, and sluggish, like it's trying to push through molasses. When the solenoid is partially failing, it may not be delivering enough current to the starter motor. This reduced voltage causes the motor to spin slower than it should, resulting in slow cranking. In cold weather, this becomes even more noticeable, since a sluggish starter combined with a cold engine and thick oil can prevent a proper start altogether. It's important not to ignore slow cranking. Over time, it strains the starter motor and can drain your battery faster. The extra effort may also create heat buildup in your cables or starter wiring. If you've ruled out battery issues and you still experience slow cranking, check the solenoid's condition and voltage drop during cranking. If you're finding these symptoms helpful, why not take a second to hit that like button and subscribe? Not only will it keep you in the loop, but your car might just thank you for it later. Now, let's dive into the next symptom. Symptom 5. Smoke or burning smell. This symptom signals immediate danger. When a starter solenoid sticks in the on position, it continues sending power to the starter motor even after the engine has started. That's like leaving a power tool running long after you're done using it. It's bound to overheat. The constant electrical flow causes the wiring, solenoid casing, or starter motor to heat up excessively. Eventually, this can burn through insulation, melt components, and even start a fire. You may notice a faint electrical burning smell, visible smoke near the starter motor, melted or discolored wires near the solenoid. If you encounter any of these, turn the engine off immediately and disconnect the battery. Driving with an overheated solenoid is a serious fire hazard. Symptom 6. Starter stays engaged. After engine starts, when you start the car, the starter motor should disengage the moment the engine fires up. But with a faulty solenoid, the opposite happens. It stays engaged and keeps spinning. You'll hear a loud grinding or whining noise like metal on metal, even after the engine is running. That's the starter gear still in contact with the flywheel, which is now spinning at high speed. This symptom often means the solenoid is sticking due to a mechanical fault. Maybe the plunger is jammed, the return spring is weak, or the contacts inside the solenoid are fused. If ignored, this can quickly damage your starter motor, grind down your flywheel teeth, and leave you with an even more expensive repair. The moment you hear this post-start noise, shut off the engine and get it checked. Symptom 7. Engine cranks, but fails to start. Sometimes the engine turns over but never fires up. It just keeps cranking and cranking. This isn't always a fuel or ignition issue. It can also point back to the starter solenoid. In rare cases, a failing solenoid doesn't push the starter gear out far enough to engage the flywheel properly. The starter motor spins, but the gear isn't fully meshed with the engine, so the cranking is ineffective. Other times, poor current delivery due to a weak solenoid can cause slow or uneven cranking, preventing the engine from achieving the speed needed to start. If your engine cranks but doesn't fire up, and your fuel system and spark checks out, don't overlook the solenoid as a possible cause. Symptom number 8. Repeated jump starts needed. Let's say your car keeps needing a jump start. You replace the battery, clean the terminals, even check the alternator, and yet the issue keeps returning. That's a strong hint that the starter solenoid is draining power or not delivering it efficiently. A failing solenoid may draw excess current, cause parasitic drain, or prevent full voltage from reaching the starter motor. The problem gets worse in cold conditions or after short trips. If your vehicle comes back to life every time you jump it, but goes dead again soon after, the solenoid is worth inspecting, especially if the battery and charging system are healthy. Don't let this cycle continue. It only increases wear on the battery and cables while delaying the inevitable fix. common causes of starter solenoid failure. Before we get into how to test it, let's talk about what causes solenoids to fail. Corrosion on terminals, heat damage from nearby engine components, moisture or oil leaks near the starter, worn electrical contacts inside the solenoid, age or frequent short trips that strain the starting system. Solenoids wear down over time, but catching it early means an easy fix. How to test a starter solenoid? Here's a simple DIY process to test if the solenoid is the real problem. Step 1. Locate the solenoid. The solenoid is usually mounted on the starter motor itself. In some cars, it's a standalone component near the battery or fender. Step 2. Voltage check. Use a multimeter to test the small control wire while someone turns the ignition. You should get 12 volts. No voltage? It could be a wiring or ignition issue. Step 3. Jump the solenoid. Using a thick insulated wire, bridge the large battery terminal and the starter terminal on the solenoid. If the starter cranks instantly, the solenoid is faulty. Important? Only do this if you're comfortable with live circuits. Wear gloves, eye protection, and have your car in park with the parking brake on. What is the cost to replace a starter solenoid? The total cost ranges from $95 to $630, depending on the make and model. This includes parts and labor. The solenoid alone costs between $25 to $80, while a starter with a built-in solenoid ranges from $150 to $400. Labor costs vary between $70 to $150, depending on how difficult it is to access. Some vehicles require you to replace the entire starter, even if the solenoid is the only bad part. Others allow for a quick swap. Always check your service manual. We just covered the most common symptoms of a bad starter solenoid and how to spot them early to save time, money, and frustration. For a deeper dive into troubleshooting, check out our video on the no crank, no start situation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest car troubleshooting guides. Drop a comment if your car is having trouble starting. We'd love to help you figure it out.